King Vikramaditya was walking slowly, carrying Betal on his shoulders. Betal laughed softly and his eyes were glowing. O king, tonight I have another story for you, Betal said. Vikram tightened his grip and said, "Tell me your story, Betal, but I will not speak carelessly." Betal said, "Ha ha 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 ha. We shall see that." Long back ago, in a small village, there lived a man named Jayanth. Jayanth was clever, but he was selfish and ungrateful. He never helped anyone, even when he had the chance. One day, Jayanth went into the forest to collect firewood. As he walked, he saw a small injured deer. The deer looked at him with big, helpless eyes. Jayanth hesitated and thought, "Should I help this animal?" Then he shrugged and continued walking. Suddenly, an old man appeared from behind a tree. The old man was a hermit with white hair, a long beard, and simple orange robes. "Oh, Jayanth, why do you ignore a creature in need?" he said. Jayanth bowed slightly but said nothing. The hermit shook his head sadly and vanished. Later, Jayanth found a strange cave. Inside, there was a treasure chest filled with gold and jewels. Jayanth's eyes were widened. "I am rich now," he said joyfully. He took the treasure home and hid it carefully. Days passed, and Jayanth grew wealthier. He built a big house and bought many fine clothes. But he never shared anything with anyone. Villagers asked for help, but Jayanth refused. One day, the king of the land announced a competition. "Whoever shows great kindness and courage will be rewarded," the king said. Many villagers tried, but Jayanth ignored the announcement. That night, a mysterious voice spoke to him in his dreams. "O Jayanth, you are very ungrateful for the help of others. If you continue like this, your wealth will vanish." Jayanth laughed. "I do not need anyone. I am clever and rich. No one can harm me," he thought in his mind. Weeks later, a terrible storm hit the village. The river overflowed and many houses were destroyed. Giant's house was also damaged. His treasure chest was swept away by the flood. Giant cried out, "My gold all gone." He ran into the forest, hoping to find the chest. Suddenly, he saw the hermit again. The hermit's eyes were kind but sad. "Oh, Jayanth, your greed and selfishness have caused this loss," the hermit said. Jayanth bowed and begged, "Please forgive me. Tell me, what should I do now?" The hermit said, "You must help others without thinking of yourself. Only then will your fortune return." Jayanth promised to follow the hermit's advice. From that day, he started helping villagers. Jayanth helped rebuild homes and gave food to the hungry. He shared his knowledge and skills with the people. Slowly, the villagers began to trust him and respect him. One day, while working in the fields, Jayanth saw a poor man struggling with the firewood. Jayanth ran to help. The man was very thankful. "Thank you, I cannot repay you," said the poor man. Jayanth smiled, realizing the joy of helping others. He felt happier than ever before. Over time, his wealth returned, but now he shared it with everyone in the village. News of Jayanth's kindness reached the king. The king sent a messenger to Jayanth, and he said, "O Jayanth, your generosity has impressed the entire kingdom. Please come to the palace, and you shall be honored." Jayanth bowed and went to the king's court. The king was wise and just. He said, "O Jayanth, you were once ungrateful. Now your kindness and courage are commendable." Jayanth knelt before the king and said, "Your Majesty, I have learned my lesson. I will serve my people faithfully." The king rewarded Jayanth with a Medal of Honor and a special place in the court. Villagers celebrated and praised him. Jayanth never forgot the hermit's lesson. Days passed, and the village became prosperous again. Jayanth continued helping everyone. He built schools and hospitals for the poor. He trained young children in skills and wisdom. One day, the hermit returned. "Oh, Jayanth, you have transformed. Your heart is no longer selfish. Now you are truly grateful and wise," he said. Jayanth bowed deeply. "Thank you, wise hermit. I owe my happiness to your guidance." The hermit smiled and vanished silently into the forest. Villagers called Jayanth a hero. He was respected not for his wealth, but for his good heart. Jayanth taught everyone the importance of gratitude. He said, "True wealth is not gold, but the happiness you give to others." Years passed, and Jayanth grew old. He never stopped helping others. Children learned to be kind by watching him. People from faraway villages came to meet him. One day, a young boy asked, "Oh, Jayanth, why did you change your ways?" Jayanth smiled and said, "I learned the hard way. Ungratefulness leads to loss, and kindness brings true happiness." The boy nodded, understanding the lesson. Jayanth told stories of the hermit to the villagers. He said, "Even a small act of kindness can change lives." King Vikramaditya stopped walking for a moment. Betal looked at him with a mischievous grin. "So, O King Vikramaditya, what is the lesson of this story?" Betal asked. Vikramaditya replied calmly, "Ungratefulness brings sorrow, but gratitude and selfless help bring lasting happiness." Betal laughed once again, and he said, "O king, you have spoken wisely, but you have spoken. So I must fly back to my tree." The ghost vanished into the dark forest. Vikramaditya continued walking, thinking about the story. The village of Jayanth became an example of kindness for all the kingdom. The hermit's words were remembered by everyone. Even after Jayanth's death, his teachings were passed on. Villagers celebrated a festival every year to honor kindness. Children sing songs about gratitude and generosity. Jayanth's house became a school. Poor children learned skills, reading, and wisdom there. His wealth was used for the good of the village. People never forgot the lesson of being grateful. Even the king of the land praised the village. A place where kindness rules is more valuable than a place of gold. Jayanth often walked in the fields helping farmers and villagers. He smiled, knowing that true happiness comes from giving. The hermit's wisdom guided him every day. He said to villagers, "Remember, be thankful and help others." And so the village prospered, full of joy, gratitude, and kindness. The story of Jayanth, the ungrateful man turned generous, was told for generations. Thank you so much for watching the story. Jai Hind.